actually very similar. So we'll start with the power clean and then break it down into its various stages. Okay, once we're in a starting position, we've got the first pull, then the transition, the second pull, and then the catch. Now in reality, these phases occur in one continuous movement without any interruption. And you can see that if we play it here at full speed, okay, each stage is over with very quickly. So we're going to break it down for coaching purposes into its constituent parts and look at them in a bit more detail. So in order to get into a good starting position, I'm going to approach the bar and place my feet underneath it, roughly between hip and shoulder width apart. The toes can point ever so slightly outwards. As you look down, the bar is just going to be above the bottom part of the laces on your shoes. I then squat down with my hips lower than my shoulders and grasp the bar with a closed overhand grip. So I initiate the power clean with the first pull. I'm going to lift the bar off the floor by forcefully extending the hips and the knees. As I do this, I'm going to make sure I maintain a flat. Now the transition is just a slight movement that allows me to go from that essentially deadlift maneuver into a more upright stance ready for the second pull. As the bar rises above the knees, I'm going to thrust the hips forward and slightly reflex the knees to move the thighs against and the knees under the bar. Now the second pull is the really explosive phase of the lift. I forcefully jump upwards in this phase by quickly extending the hips and the knees and plantar flexing the ankles. I'm going to keep the bar as close to the body as possible, keep my back flat and elbows pointing out to the sides, and also keep the shoulders over the bar and the elbows extended as long as possible. Now when the lower body joints reach their full extension, I'm going to rapidly shrug the shoulders upwards with the elbows still fully extended. And as the shoulders... Now once the bar has reached its highest elevation, I'm going to continue pulling the body under the bar and rotate the arms around and underneath the bar. Now this is a dynamic move, so I want to get my body under the bar as quickly as possible. So to assist this, at the same time, I'm going to be simultaneously flexing my hips and my knees. So once the arms are under the bar, I'm going to keep rotating the elbows around until the upper arms are parallel to the floor. And the bar at the finish